Here to start, it's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Tuesday. Good job.
Now it's Ryan. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And incomplete on the deep ball. So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year, and we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001 following the attacks on September 11th.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. To throw again is Ryan. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Nyheim Hines, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one. It's the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First down, Mariota. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Last week, several good performances in the NFC, but he was the conference's offensive player of the week, well over 100 yards.
And just the ability to make catches. You know, that gets underplayed sometimes because we're always looking for the move or the big run. But catch the football consistently, that racks up the yardage.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Mariota from the gun on third down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Ready, 25, 51, south. Mike 56, Mike 55.
Play action, Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down now, it's Scott, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Mariota on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On second down, it's Scott. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. Here's Pirine. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz good on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Green to bring it back. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
49.
They go play action with Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
49, guys. Mike, 49. They can't hang with us. Watch the safety creep.
Here's Ryan to throw. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
22.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. These two teams all tied after one.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Kill. 21.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Saints will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
The drive starts with a completion, left side. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Mariota. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. They will start at the 25 as Spencer elects not to return this. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. On 1st down, Scott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play fake. Mariota. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and throw for it here. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. They'll run on first down. Scott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Mariota now. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Scott. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, we'll see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Hines. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Ryan. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now it's Hines. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. That's Hines. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And he's got his target, Harris. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
54, right there, 54 Mike. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Throwing, Mariota. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Second and 10. On play action, Mariota. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. He's got a man, complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Ryan. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Ryan will throw again. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From just shy of midfield, Mariota looking long for Thomas. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And from here, might not be able to take a knee, might need to run a play here that's close to their goal line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They're going to run this with a tight end. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. To throw is Mariota. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It was Dante Fowler who got in there to bring him down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Off the play fake, Mariota. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Darren Hall. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They go play action now. Ryan sliding out of the pocket, and he'll just get rid of it. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 29, Mariota. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
And the Saints' 1st down.
Play action now. Mariota. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, check.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. He's got Gronkowski yet again. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 3rd down, Mariota. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
66 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Mariota to throw it this time. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. They run from the shotgun with Murray. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. They go play action. Mariota. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Mariota. Hard throw, incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Marcus Mariota. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to get it back here just past the 35. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Following the interception here, Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off, and it's out. He put it on the carpet. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Ryan. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. He'll buy some time right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 39. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It was P.J. Williams that time on the tackle.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. On second down, right back to Hines. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This is Hines. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Check. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mariota. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The Saints on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Xavier Rhodes sprints in on the corner blitz for the sack. Here comes the Saints punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Taking it about the 16. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Get ready. Get ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. The 71 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Play action, Ryan. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? He'll let it go deep for Foster. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Mariota's throw taken in by Samuel.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Open man is Michael Thomas. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike.
Throwing here, Mariota.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now they'll set up the screen to Huntley.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. To throw, Mariota. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
54 Mike. All day, just like that. Just like that. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. One. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Mariota to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Saints, it's one more win to finish the season as they wrap up with a sterling 15-2 record.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Atlanta,
they wanted desperately to finish above 500, but that will not happen as it is an 8-9 season in the end.
And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.